Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 6th side quest stream. Nope, we're finishing it. We're finishing. This is it, last week.
Yeah, who could forget about side quest streams 4 and 5, where we saved Olin's family from that thing that they were trapped in?
I can't remember a single thing that's ever happened in any episode of Horizon. You know what? That's not true. Someone says we gotta eat dirt.
Or the last side quest stream where we didn't talk about anything related to the game.
Someone says we gotta eat dirt.
Last
I can't
side quest
remember who
stream.
or why. Can't remember
The
who or why.
Spodcast Reborn.
Couldn't put my finger on the exact purpose or method, but I don't think we did eat dirt. Did we? Did we get around to that? Do we need to do that on camera, or can we just do that
We have not,
off
in
camera?
fact, consumed dirt.
Oh boy. Well, all right.
We've
it's
fallen on the
99%
ground, though.
We did learn that Jesus had a hard childhood, though. That was
Oh,
that was,
yeah,
like, the
I
important
remember that.
takeaway.
And we can identify many different Kermits.
Yeah,
Yes.
if you don't want to watch like the 4-hour side quest stream we did, I sympathize. But also watch this 4-hour side quest stream we did.
It is very
I'll
much
get-
worth your
I'm gonna
time.
put together like some highlights from that.
Yes, 100%.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat.
The end of the
commands
game.
A legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines.
The end of an era.
But that's not the worst of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
we've been
that's
doing
about
this
how
for
long-
like
With them, God, demon
7
machine.
months, 8 months now, so...
It's called Hades.
I moved halfway across the country in the
It
meantime.
wants the spire.
I relaunched my
If it
website.
gets there,
That happened this
it will
week.
send out a call.
That happened like last
waking
week.
More ancient machines.
That happened
more than we
literally
could ever defeat.
today, actually, while we're doing
Like
this.
5 hours ago.
We can't
Uh,
let that happen.
I'm
I got a
trying to
haircut.
understand, but my
It's more impressive
responsibility
than it
lies with
sounds. I don't
Meridian.
get very many haircuts. I just
Isn't
kind
the
of get it
target
cut
of
short
that.
and then I let it grow way
We
too
have to
long.
defend the
I'm
spire.
very lazy
Perhaps the
and
Vanguard.
miserly.
Yes. Send them to the spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be
The
seen to
best
protect Meridian
headgear
from the light
fashions are out
that
for this
Spire
one.
rests.
We've even turned off the headgear for the...
Allow me to
What does the helmet for this armor look like?
apologize
We gotta figure
for
that
my
out.
behavior before. After everything that happened,
Is that
Oh,
just
does
a
this mean we
settings
don't
thing,
get-
or do we have to buy fox pelts
I
for
was
that?
confused.
No, that's a settings thing. I turned off
If
the
we're to fight
headgear
together on
for
the
armor
brink
because
of
it was
life
dumb
and
looking.
death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson.
I will say, when we started playing this game,
glad that's
every time
behind us.
Aloy opened her mouth, I just hear Ashley Birch,
It will
but
take time to prepare
I
our
do feel like
defenses.
it's just, okay, that's the voice of
Please,
Aloy now.
Tell me what you know of our enemies.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah,
grown
it's
on
weird.
me.
I don't
You
know
kind of... There's a
everything.
point where you
I'll tell you
realize
what
you've
I
stopped looking at Aloy going like, it's weird that Chloe is talking. What was that sit-down fade-out?
I think they did it because no matter he doesn't have a standing animation there, so he had to be sitting when it would end the cutscene.
I think the most interesting, like the most surprising thing about the narrative in this game is that Avad is like he turns out to be just fine. Like there's no big deal. He's not evil secretly or anything like that.
Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway.
He's basically a good king, a la a bunch of
Word was
Final
sent to
Fantasy
every corner of the
monarchs.
Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But
Word was sent over the past 2 minutes.
For me.
don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars. I
So,
spoke of before.
How long do you
as
think
somebody-
it takes him to
The
do up his
Oseram
tunic?
cannons that thundered Meridian's
Because it looks like it's
lord.
made of curtains that are woven
a
together.
long-
You're welcome to tour the defenses.
As somebody who has been paying
Inspired.
attention to the overall plot,
And the
I'm
Vanguard are
still
there?
kind of confused as
Indeed.
to why this final
Clashing
confrontation is
breastplates
happening at
together
Meridian,
and testing out their battle cry.
other than it's easily the coolest city.
A number of the Nora have also arrived at the spire. They have resisted the
so-
offer of the royal audience.
Remember that
Perhaps you could
Hades is running a cult that is staffed by the Shadow Karja. Their goal is to take Meridian back. So Hades kind of has to play lip service to like Meridian.
I suppose all we can do is wait
Even
for
if that's
the time.
not actually his goal.
Exactly.
Where his goal is to take the Spire so that he can use it to, he can reprogram the Spire, which was originally used to break the codes on the robots, to tell them to all go fuck themselves, to tell them to turn back on, unfuck themselves, and kill everything again.
Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there.
I like how we get Olin's apartment. Yeah, that guy. That
I mean, didn't we
apartment that was
fuck with his
broken into
floors?
and his family was taken captive, and then we forgot about his family.
Whoops.
Oh, we've got a
Didn't we
Sobek
drop
journal.
a cannon through the floor? Like,
We did that too, yes.
It's fine.
Now,
They'll
what
buff
is
that right out.
this?
They've probably already done it by now.
Talking about the launch of that ship to go to Deneb, I think? Oh yeah, so here's another bit where Elizabeth Sobek expresses some concern similar to what Ted Farrow expresses, which is like, hey, these guys are going to have all the knowledge of humanity, but none of the life experience of dealing with like nuclear war for 150 years or stuff like that, you know, and successfully avoiding it. That's something to think about. So let's see. We're gonna go and view all the preparations. Do we want to tell? Oh, did another one open? Yes, it did. No, it didn't.
Glad we cleared that
That's
up.
the. Yeah. Okay. It's just the interface in this game is sometimes a little with
Yeah, I will
those things.
say, I've been watching you play for about a year now, and if you told me to navigate anywhere in the interface, I probably would not be able to.
It's not the strongest point by any measure. Why does a Spire have to be so fucking big?
it's a spire. If it wasn't big, it'd just be a little helix.
It's supposed to inspire you.
Do we want to take an elevator, or should we just teleport? It's probably going to take the same amount of time.
Oh, wait, no, yeah, the loading screens are terrible. Just walk it.
I can't walk it. Like, I can't just jump off of it.
We can horse it, can't we?
No.
Yeah, just get on the
can't get
horse
horses
and
up
ride
there, can we?
in switchback fashion.
Mount can't reach current location. Alright, well, we'll take an elevator. And we can go back to talking about Jesus or whatever.
I know that they're trying to be very serious about this, but it'd be pretty great if
This elevator isn't here.
There's just a cadre of minstrels in the back of the elevator.
That would be nice. That's the
this
customer
elevator
service I come to expect in Meridian.
Why is it...
Or the civil
What?
service, I guess.
What happened to the sun? This isn't nighttime, it just became super overcast, the way it does around here, actually, often.
I mean, this is a desert. You are in a desert.
What is happening? What is going on? Do you see this?
Yeah?
I do.
Stop
is-
breaking things, Josh.
You just gotta tough the storm
This
out,
is
guys.
where
It's fine.
the Twilight Zone ends up, right?
Am I
Are we-
Hades?
Okay, hang on.
Okay, I think
What
it
do
would
you
have been
guys think?
faster to just teleport down there.
I'm taking bets right now. Is there a
Oh, the sun's
Twilight Zone game of some kind?
Yes.
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 Okay. Do any of you know that it's yes, or are we all just guessing yes?
I am
I
pretty
know
sure
for a
there
fact that
is.
there's a board game for a
It's
Clue
not-
board game.
Video game.
You said game.
That's true. Okay, video game. I feel like there's probably like either an Infocom game or a hidden picture game or something, like for Twilight Zone, but nothing good.
I mean, are you? There's really not something released for like the Tower of Terror or something?
Yeah, there has to be like a
90s
text
CD-ROM
adventure
game.
game.
I have read the Tower of Terror novelization.
Oh
Is
my
it good?
God. Rutsky.
What?
No, it's quite bad.
Sun King has rewarded you.
It's
I'm surprised by that.
Gee.
it was intended for a juvenile audience. It was sold via Scholastic, as I recall.
Aloy. I told you.
Hey, it's Teb.
You did, Teb.
Okay.
But have your wounds even had time to heal?
There was a text adventure video game for the Amiga and the PC. Called it.
Hell yes. I specifically said text adventure.
Yep.
Supplies
You
and
nailed it
such.
too.
These cards
Oh,
are
hey,
in
and 2014,
Was
Legacy
there
Interactive.
never like a...
It sounds impressive.
Legacy Interactive and Sparkplug Games leveraged the hot-ass IP of the Twilight Zone to make a casual adventure game, which I think is probably code for hidden picture game, but let's find out.
I'm looking at an article on Bloody Disgusting from 2016 that said, for the coming Twilight Zone revival, Interlude and CBS were vague about the shape it would take, defining it as an original interactive project that will let viewers step in and become part of the story. And here's the bombshell. Ken Levine, esteemed in gaming circles as the creator of BioShock, will write and direct a pilot episode.
What?
Ready to fight?
No.
What?
I thought you just wanted tea and
I don't think this project ever came to fruition. I'm just saying that there's an article that says this.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Yes. Oh man, how did I fucking nail it? There's a Twilight Zone hidden object game.
I don't think I know you at all.
See, I feel like you could actually do a like Scum era adventure games. You could actually do a decent Twilight game, a Twilight Zone game. But I guess that didn't happen.
For this fight, my whole life.
I would love to make
The enemy we face
Twilight
today
Zone
is the
Twine
same
game,
that
a
turned
Twilight
Meridian
Zone
into a
game, if you
slave
will.
pit, and some fall into a bloodbath. Fanatics,
Remember how
who
in
torture
like
and murder
the
mothers,
early
fathers,
2000s
families,
there was
children,
a
and say it's
Twilight
the
Zone
will of the
reboot
sun.
on I think UPN that nobody
I
watched.
hate them, Aloy.
I remember
Yes,
seeing
and it has the
commercials for it.
death
I've got
metal
the scars of
intro.
the whips on
Yeah.
my back to prove it.
I'm a huge
Today,
Twilight Zone
we
mark,
can
so
get rid of
everyone
them
knows that
once
I'm down
and
for more
for all.
Twilight Zone. I'm very excited about
I
the
said I
debut
came
in
for you,
April
but
of the new Twilight Zone
That was only
series.
half the truth.
Oh
Are
yeah.
I came
More
for
or
them.
less excited now
Less
that you
excited,
know that
thank you
Mr.
very much.
BioShock is directing an episode.
He's not. He's not. That was
forget it
for an
with
interactive
interest.
project that never came to fruition.
Tomorrow.
Oh,
May
okay.
the sun
So are you
rise
more
in a
excited
better
now
world.
again, Rutscar?
Yeah, I'm happy again. We shouldn't have interrupted Chris so much.
Aloy.
At ease.
Did Uthin just do a
Meridian
U.S.
will be glad to
military
have you on
salute?
side. And I am too.
No, he's like swatting the bee.
You saved
Oh, okay. Yeah. Finally get rid of that beef in the conversation.
I'm
Oh my god.
We're referencing the side quest stream too much, you guys. We can't.
Okay,
You
speaking
gotta
of which,
watch the
because
whole
again,
thing to get the whole experience.
we're ramping up here. There's a Twilight Zone pinball game. What song would you suppose that it uses? What's your first guess?
Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but
Freebird.
what you did, Aloy.
Well, no.
The Twilight Zone theme.
You would think, but no.
I can't shake
The Star Trek theme.
Ganesha.
No, it's
With
got to be like a
lyrics
classical
written by Gene
song.
Roddenberry.
Colors waved before
Like do
Uh,
do do do
It's
do do
certainly
do
not
do.
classical.
That one.
I'll give you a hint. It simultaneously makes no sense and is way too on the nose.
Meridian shall stand and shadow shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that.
I never would have guessed this. It's the song Twilight Zone by Golden Earring, which is a song adaptation of the Jason Bourne novels.
Letting the Oseram take Derval.
Wait, what?
They'll give him a rap on the knuckles and
What?
let him go.
Well, help, I'm slipping into the Twilight Zone. Place is a madhouse, feels like being blown.
I'm helping prepare for the battle.
My
I
beak
like
has
how
been
we
moved under
spent
Moonstar.
Here we would have fought together. I know.
3 hours
So I'm doing everything
last whenever we did that stream last week sometime to get all of the people we could possibly get, all our friends to show up here to help us defend Meridian, and now we're just talking about the Twilight Zone over it.
for both of us.
I understand.
Like, who's this lady? Do any of you know?
He'll always be with
I'll
me.
leave it
I
at
don't know. I cannot name a single NPC. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure she's a
I-
battle angel of some sort.
To help in the
I've
battle.
done a
I
very
think
bad
she's the
job
one
this
who
season.
had the boyfriend who died.
Thank you.
Oh right, yes, I remember. Now.
Be safe.
She's and they're like, you don't want to know where he went.
No, we went and found him, and he was dead.
Out there fighting machines.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
we killed
but
like
you were
everybody.
we were talking about that quest before, and you're like, spoilers.
Right. We didn't really pay too much attention to that quest while we were doing it, in fairness.
There was only one Karja butcher the Nora feared more.
This is the lady who attacked that guy at the border outpost, and then he was like, no, I'm not the guy who killed your family, and then he enslaved her, and we showed up and killed him.
Word means a lot, especially
because he
now.
turned
I remember
out to be
that.
evil.
Because of you, I hear
Yep.
the sacred land is opened.
I think we blew up in the middle of that at one point.
Her earrings look like clip-ons.
They look
they
like
look like chip
Bluetooth
clips.
clip-on.
They look like plastic bag clips.
Yes.
Yeah,
For,
chip
like,
clip.
keeping your chips okay.
Yeah. Or like really cute clothes
So you're
pin.
the one behind all this commotion. Who made Sun King Avad finally show his sword arm from behind those robes?
And this is Geneva, the maybe trans character that the game never gets too explicit about. I will give props to the wiki team, like the people handling the Horizon Zero Dawn wiki. They basically say like, so we're not really sure about the gender of this character, so just don't refer to their gender at all.
Ha! This time I went easy on them.
Like the entire article never makes a reference to gender specifically.
They'll see less of my lenient side.
I mean, a lot of the time it's basically unnecessary to do so.
Yeah.
From the Battle of the Dawn.
But it's neat that they went to the effort of trying to do that. Here's Nil, who I guess he's here.
He's here.
They told me your name, and I said hair like a splash of blood, tenacious as a scrapper's jaws. I've thought about what
It's the parade of the hats, I tell you.
every time the wound you
We are more than happy to welcome your washboard chest to the proceedings.
Still,
I swear to Christ, at this point in my life, I have seen more of those kinds of scarves on
If
video
one of
game
us had
characters
ended
than I
the
have
other, we'd
seen
have
on
missed all
real
this.
people. I know that it's part of the fashions of the cultures in this game, but I actually feel like it's a pretty common thing to do for video game characters.
I literally
video games,
just
like-
wore a scarf like that yesterday. Like literally yesterday.
hard, I was assured
It's
the
so
odds would be
fashionable.
That's fair.
impossible.
That's fair.
I think part of it was at one
Impossible
point
odds
it helped
find
them hide the
combination
seams
without
between the neck and the
consequence.
rest of the body.
Could I resist?
Definitely.
Like that's not
Yeah.
the case here, obviously, but you know, in older games.
In the olden
It's
days.
just like it feels like even in fantasy games, like no armored knight would be complete without a just like kind of stiff scarf draped over their armor.
Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to
This is
We
still
got
one of
Petra.
my. This is honestly still
That
my
happens
pick
to
for
you
one of
a
the
lot?
stronger character designs.
Had to build a
Can
wall
I
Yeah.
go into scarf fashion a little bit more for 1 second? So like
Sure.
Oh, by all
another
means.
reason why is scarves are really good at adding a pop of color to an otherwise like pretty uniform outfit. Like it's a very easy way to accessorize. So in that way, like if you're creating like some sort of knight character was wearing mostly armor, like what's an easy way to add like their banner colors to their, you know, or whatever to show their size? It's like give them a scarf that's blue and that one gets a scarf that's red. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
But that's what I say, like so many people add scarves to just regular outfits and they look so much better. Like that's just a real fashion thing. Anyways,
I want to spin off where we get to play as
Nice and
Petra.
wide. No need to aim it like a bow. Range is good. Try the next.
It's a tower defense game where you just have this gun. Did we kill all the oh no, there's one.
See?
Die,
That
target.
one's
Oh,
from the
die. Tree. Holy shit, that tree blew up. Those trees blew up. Let's kill all the trees. Okay, I think I murdered
You know
enough
that I
trees.
appreciate your help, Petra. This battle, I don't know what's gonna happen.
We'll see each other again. I know it. Next time could be the time.
So,
I'll
like, if we
convince
didn't
you
get
to stick
Petra,
with
would
the
we not have
family.
access to that gun?
Petra, you know
I do.
Petra shows up
Always had a weakness for Russ's
regardless,
girls, though.
actually, but her dialogue is significantly different if you never met her. I think Petra, Teb,
That's a nice
and
outfit.
I think Petra and Teb are the only two people who are guaranteed to show up regardless of what you do. Is that everybody down here? Why are there these? Oh yeah,
Also
let's...
like the way you grip.
Let's zip line. Sorry, Chris, did you just say you like the way I grip it?
That's what the NPC said. Did no one else hear that?
No,
No, I didn't hear that.
thinking that you're making that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear it either.
I will stand vindicated by the people that actually watch this, I swear to God.
You know they're gonna say that it didn't happen even if it did.
Yeah, get a grip, Chris.
Whose side is
grip.
the audience really on, though? Nobody's, I don't think. Maybe Mumbles.
Oh, we've got another
I think the audience is mostly on Mumbles.